Hey everybody, we are back for some more Don't Starve Shipwrecked. Reviewing the past footage of my previous episodes, it looks like I've been playing pretty sloppily. So, my goal here, I know I want to get to the jungle and get fireflies, but I have 0 twigs. So I do need to do something about this. Now my plan to do something about this is just to pop down to my boat real quick. I'm going to get so wet. There's my boat. Needlessly wet. And get in my boat. And then I'm going to go over here real quick. Just over to this other island. I don't know if there's a jungle on it. Doesn't even matter. I need twigs. 2 twigs is not enough. I also need wood. And we will be able to get both here in some amount. I do have another chest actually already constructed back down by my rocky base. It's one of the things that I noticed. I debated leaving it down there since it was relatively close, to where I was setting up my fires and all that. But it was far enough away that I forgot about it. So what I'm going to do is probably move it eventually. I will likely let it sit there for now, just because I don't want to mess with it. And if I go back down there, I'm just going to not even be able to resist killing the tall birds and whatnot. So, we'll put that off for just a moment. This island, though, I just want to kind of explore it, see what's all here, get, like I said, the basic stuff, the twigs, the trees. Once I have all that, I can start looking at other things. I'm going to pick up some flowers here. There's no need for me to make really anything. I'm just going to set these petals down. I could use them potentially as fuel for fire, but I got a couple palm leaves. I should have a couple more by the end of this trip. So, we'll make it. Now, the worst thing that could possibly happen here, I think, I don't claim to know everything in the game. The worst thing that could possibly happen here would be for tree guards to wake up, and then I have to deal with that. If that doesn't happen, though, I feel like I can stabilize here. We did get pretty wild last time, but we got very unlucky with the hounds. I think that was the biggest problem. I could have just ran around with a torch and made another torch if the hounds hadn't shown up, because that kind of forces you to... I don't even know how that happened. The hounds kind of force you to make a fire, because you really need your hands free to fight. Oh, zapped. Did that even... Well, I'm going to assume that my helmet is to thank for that one. Thanks, helmet. Okay. So yeah, if we hadn't gotten hounds, it would have been bad, but it wouldn't have been quite so burn all my resources trying to stay alive as it turned out to be. So I'll just blame that on the hounds. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll make a shovel. Just to have the tree I was about to dig up burn right in front of me. Let that be a lesson to you. Never announce your plans to this game. I'm convinced the developers have some sort of way to listen into what you're saying, and they'll just work their hardest to give you nothing that you want. No, I'm just kidding. This isn't bad. I'm doing well. This is all fine. Didn't even bring enough food though, so I do have to head back down to my rocky base, grab the rest of my bacon and eggs. While I am down there, I'll use the other chest. We'll see what that gets us. It is, reviewing the past footage, I think that it is a lot harder to record and commentate, or to play and commentate at the same time than I really thought it would be. People that do this talk about how much more difficult it is, but until you actually try it, it doesn't translate. You just can't really see it for what it is. Because you feel like you're doing fine in the moment. While you're playing and recording, you feel like you're doing fine. You're not making, any egregious mistakes, but, if you watch your footage back, you might see a couple of things that you don't really remember. Okay, so we've got a few sweet potatoes here. You know, good filler, but again, look at all this ice. You know, we are just going to have a ton of ice by the time we get back to our... Now here's bees. I'll just let it go. It probably won't burn down everything. Probably. Oh, yeah. So gathering resources, it's tough in this economy. No, it's tough with all the lightning coming down because it just burns what you're trying to collect. So there's no possible way that I'm going to be able to make it back down there before nightfall. So I'm going to try to flicker the torch while I'm moving. I don't know if this works. If it doesn't, my 8% miner hat might be able to get me there. So that's my plan B. Oh, well, never mind, because we've got a full moon, so it doesn't even matter a little. We are doing great. We are low on durability. We're going to use the boat repair kit. Kind of don't want to stop moving. It feels like the lightning's looking for me. I'm going to go ahead and, when I get back, I'm going to grab my coral. I'm going to refine some more limestone. I'm going to construct another chimney, just so I've got it. Because if I do, find a good, actual jungle with fireflies, I'm certainly going to want to... Okay, well, hold on a second. Now, the tall bird should still be asleep. Put those in the fridge. What do I need? I don't think I need more doubloons at the moment. I don't even think I need my palm leaves at the moment, I don't think I need my spyglass. I'm not really exploring in that sense. I'm going to leave my Cutlass Supreme here because I have the spear at 87%. That should be all that I need. If I'm optimistic, I take this with me. I don't think I need the vines. I don't think I need the bamboo. We're going to get more later anyway, so I just like to maximize the stack that I'm able to carry. I am looking forward to a feast, so I'm going to grab all my remaining bacon and eggs, and I am just going to get going after I collect these coconuts. So after our jungle expedition, which should be very successful because I believe this means that tomorrow night is also a full moon, and I can therefore walk around freely in the jungle collecting fireflies, chopping wood into the night, chopping bamboo into the night. Given that I can do all of that, I should not have much difficulty being productive. Alright, we've got a full stack of wood. We're going to get to our cargo boat, and we are off. So we don't have another boat repair kit ready at the moment. We have an 80% thatch sail. The boat's durability is going to hold up for our trip here. I probably will just stop at this island first. I know I just harp on the monkeys every chance that I get, but I think I'm still going to give it a shot. If need be, I can just kill them. They're not like they're formidable enemies or anything like that. What I guess I could do is leave the 100% net. Oh, I took the monster meat with me instead of putting it in my chest like I wanted to. Well, we're just going to drop it in the water. I don't even really care. Nope, not this island. We want the next island up. So we're just going to keep rolling. Also reviewing my previous recordings, I was having some issues with my audio. And it was entirely my fault. I just had the wrong setting on my microphone enabled. These are not the only videos that I record, although currently this is the only game I'm playing on YouTube. That will probably not remain the case forever. And I had it set up to record more than one person talking on each side of the mic. So there was a lot of background noise coming in, and my voice was not as clear as it presumably is now. But we'll find out soon enough, I guess. Okay, so yeah, I didn't even realize how miserable it is sailing against the wind when it's this constant. Yeah, this is not ideal. Going a little slow, but we made it to an island that has a relatively small jungle. It's a relatively small jungle scene, which is good. So we're gonna run around this beach first. Yeah, I like this. This is good. Lots of twigs. Excellent. All right, we got spiders. We got a very high density of trees here. Obviously, we have bees. So I didn't really realize that bees would be active in this season. I'm gonna grab them. Oh, so these fellows appear to have sensed that. They're not aggroing on me though, and I assumed that I would be within their aggro range. So hopefully they'll go back into their hive on their own, and then have one more come out as a non-killer bee. It's not really looking like that's happening though. What do I have to do? Do I? Oh. Yeah. No real normalcy going on right now. It's fine. I'll take this net. Snatch you up. I can take a hit. One killer bee is not a problem. I can eat those hits all day long. I do want to get them to go back to their hive very soon, though, because it's almost nighttime, and it'd be nice to get all 4 that I need before nighttime. The bees don't come out after dark. So, oh, I've got a pig, a wild boar, rather, sorry. It's going to become a werepig at night. Now, the werepigs are scary, in a sense, but they're actually... It's not like that they're easier to kite than regular pigs, but they're easier to kite than wild boars, for me at least. So I'm probably just going to go ahead and kill that guy tonight. And you get more resources out of them when they're wild boars, too. Alright, pop out bee. Do this. Oh! Boom! Number 4. That's a bee box. We got it. That is happy times. Okay. So we need to get ourselves positioned so that we're able to get the fireflies as soon as nighttime is fully upon us. This spider nest is a little bit bigger than I would have anticipated it being, because I haven't been over here. Well, maybe I was close enough to it that it would have started growing. I guess that's entirely possible. So my move here, hacking the bamboo is going to invite the monkeys to start noticing me, I think. Well, I don't know. I don't know what their behavior is at night. We're going to find out. Yeah, I guess we'll just keep grabbing the bamboo. Now, this monkey's attached to me now, I think. Now, if you guys knew what was good for you, you wouldn't go, eh. Did he successfully steal that from me? That's pretty unacceptable, monkey. It's the kind of thing that gets you killed, in fact. Alright. So we're gonna grab... And we're not gonna grab it. He is actually fast enough. That's bad. That's pretty bad. Spiders don't aggro on the monkeys, I don't believe. Yeah, no, they don't. I recall correctly, they do not. This is a really small jungle. I think the odds of us finding fireflies here are relatively poor. But you never know. I mean, that last jungle was enormous and yielded 0 fireflies. And I feel like I searched it thoroughly. So, I guess you just really can't predict how that's going to go. At this point, I'm picking everything up just to spite the monkeys. You know, I just don't want them to have any resources. I assume they'll use it for nefarious purposes, so it's much better off in my hands. So hopefully at nighttime they'll flee. I don't really... Will they... I think snakes might aggro on the monkeys. And the monkeys are just going to strip these berries bare. That's fine, though. I don't really care. I'm not a berry kind of gal. Alright. Moment of truth. Oh. Moment of... Alright, fireflies, come on. Heartbreaking, come on, please, at least one. Oh man, oh man, oh man. We have been very unlucky with fireflies. We only had one that we were able to grab initially. Although that was the smallest jungle biome we've seen yet. We still got one. So, I don't know. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to it. I think it's just completely random where the fireflies will spawn. But again, I do not recall seeing them in any biome other than the jungle ever. Are you guys busy? Man, oh man. No fireflies. 0 fireflies. Alright, Spider. Would you like some? You will be the proud recipient of some regardless. Yeah, these spiders are not impressive. They're just walking around roaring ineffectually. I think I'm just gonna invite all of them to come fight me, IRL. Don't want the monkeys to have anything at all if I can help it. The monkeys probably did a pretty good job of slaying the snakes, though, and I'm not seeing a lot of them running around. So the monkeys just kind of fling poo at you, but they seem to just full-on attack the snakes after they are attacked. I don't think they automatically aggro on them or anything. So that was a depressing trip. This jungle was completely fruitless. We could try this one tomorrow night. Can't make it there today, though. Yeah, there's no way we can make that today. We could try. If you can see where the fireflies are at night, you can still kind of grab them in the morning by just equipping the net and holding spacebar around where they were. You can, I guess, you can theoretically do it in broad daylight, which I think is different than how they were doing it with Don't Starve Together. I think you actually had to be able to see the firefly to collect it in Don't Starve Together. In Don't Starve Reign of Giants and in Shipwrecked, you appear to be able to just press spacebar in the middle of the day because the firefly knows it's there. And you can snatch it up. Alright. This is going to be our... can I feed these bees coconuts? Nope. Guess that would have been one good thing that the berries would have let me do, is feed the bees. Maybe there'll be a berry or two on this island. I can't recall if I have any. Oh, I have a couple. Or I may have a couple, I should say, rather. Now, again, I have not... I was actually just holding spacebar and not moving there. I was really hoping I would get lucky. I'm going to pick up a couple berries just to feed to my bees, just to make sure that they stay alive. I guess I'll just try to get fireflies here tonight. God, that seems so loose. Well, there's not much for it, honestly. Yeah, I keep blindly just hitting spacebar with the net in my hand, just hoping against hope. Yeah, it's not happening. I'm just going to stop doing that. That's not a productive strategy. This time is much better spent gathering wood. So yeah, ideally I would like to have about 40 wood before I start heading back to the base. I'm not certain what I need to construct, but I would like to be able to build pretty much anything I want. And unfortunately, to be able to do that, you have to be able to make a few boards. And oh, this is my starting island. Oh, we've come full circle. So I don't think I spent even a single day on my starting island. Yeah, this is where we got the firefly. I don't believe I've seen this jungle at night. I guess what we could look into doing, though, I now have enough wood and grass. I could make a log raft as kind of a ferry between this island and this island, because this island has a pretty big jungle. I think I am going to do that. I'm going to build my log raft and place it. And just get ready. I have an 8% miner hat, which it lets me... I can basically run around with a torch until I get near a firefly. I can then put my miner hat on so that I can equip my net and catch the firefly. If you're very quick, you can just have the torch on, run up to the firefly, equip your net, and catch it while you're still in the dark, and then re-equip your torch. If anything goes wrong in that process, though, you're probably going to die. So I like to avoid that if I can. I'm going to see if I can feed just one... Oops. Yeah, if I feed apparently one berry is good enough for multiple bees. I guess if it's a large enough berry. I mean, this looks like a big cluster of them. It's like like a bunch of grapes almost, but like redder. So doesn't not make sense, I suppose. Alright, I'll just hack this tree down. We are approaching evening. Evening, of course, will yield no information about fireflies. This is a small enough jungle that maybe I want to just set out for the big jungle right now. You know, just kind of concede that it's unlikely for, you know, this small of a jungle mass to produce a bunch of fireflies, and go to one that looks to be at least twice as big. Might even be a little bit larger than that. My bacon and eggs are going stale. Not ideal. I'll just plant the coconuts. You know, this isn't an island I'm really planning on going back to much, but if I don't find fireflies on this next island, I will have to come back here because, you know, gotta get fireflies. I guess, I mean, I don't literally need them to progress in the game by any means, but, oh, this is just glacially slow. I'm used to a cargo boat with a sail. This is miserable. We'll make it, though. We'll get there by night, I think. Look at this pace. This is awful. Yeah, the log raft. This, I believe, is the first log raft I have made, and I believe one of the first things I talked about was how I didn't want to make a log raft. I wanted to make the regular raft because the log raft is pure trash. And now this is proof. Look how slow this is. This took almost the whole evening to get that far. Alright, but we're good, we're good, we're good. We're just going to roll this way. We're going to roll straight through all of these different biomes. This is like Diversity Island here. And we are almost to the jungle. And it is nighttime. I'm going to need another torch because my current torch is at 29%. And then the plan, again... Oh, my homeless monkeys are still running around here. Maybe I can get the spiders to kill, or the snakes to kill them tonight. Or maybe that'll just happen naturally. I don't see the snakes, though. Oh. Alright. I just want this place to light up with fireflies. Come on, pay me. Pay me. Well, we're off to a pretty weak start. We're just gonna stay optimistic though. Alright, changed over to the 100% torch. Now I have to keep an eye on this. Wow. I think we're about to be disappointed. Alright, yeah, we'll just sidestep over this way. Head back down. I should be able to see all the way to the coast here. I'm seeing 0 fireflies. This is insane. Maybe the monkeys steal the fireflies. I mean, that's like one of the only explanations I can think of at this point. You know, fireflies are not super common in my experience, but this is easily the most trouble I've had finding them. Like ever. Alright, so where I'm at here, 29%. Yeah, you know, it's probably not worth making a fire, because, you know, I would just have to feed in so much. I'll just make another torch. Hopefully one more torch lasts me the night. Yeah, we'll just run around and grab just grass and twigs off the beach, I guess, during the night, so that we're still active. And, you know, as you guys might be seeing as I'm running through these other biomes, there's not fireflies hanging around elsewhere either, so... Yeah, I'm not sure if I should maybe check the wiki to see if I'm just wrong about them only spawning in the jungles. I don't even know if one more torch is actually going to be enough here. It's not windy. God, what if I made a fire and just started up the... I just don't know. No, I don't think I'm gonna I don't think I'm going to make a fire. I'm just going to go head back down towards my boat. I'm going to cut the episode here. Well, at the end of the night. Morning comes, I'm just going to get in my boat. I'm going to head, well, that's my awful boat. I'm going to head back to that other island, get in my real boat, head back down to my base, build a bee box, get all that jazz going. Going to feed my bees a little bit. There you go, fellas. Alright, 16%, 15, 13, 12. This is going to be close. So, this is less effective than it used to be. Oh, here we go. Thanks to the fissures, you can stretch torches a little bit too. When Don't Starve first released, you could just kind of flicker your torch indefinitely and it would barely ever lose durability. But they fixed it. Anyway, I'm going to burn this out, head down to my boat, and get out of here, and I'll see you guys next time.